I do want to let's discuss this real quick. I want to hit this. So this is the cover for At.LONG.LAST.A. This album has been out for damn near 10 years. That's crazy. This album came out in 2015. Holy cannoli. It's been 9 years. That's mind-boggling. I feel like this album is still new. Why do I feel like this album is still new? Jesus. Holy crap. Kind of scary how much time has passed. But, all right. Let's get down to this. This image has always kind of confused me. Is this good Photoshop work? Like, if we're being honest, like visually, my brain has a hard time computing what's going on here. So he's taking off the mask. Is this supposed to be like a mask, right? He's pulling off the Yams mask. But why does the Yams face seem so much larger? Like it's in the sky. The Yams head or whatever, this upper part, it's like taking up like the whole sky. And then like, I don't know, the blur here, the blending, it's like a hard cut. I just feel like this could have been done better. The point could have been made more clearly. I don't know what the idea was. It's kind of neat. What's going on there? But yeah, I don't know about this cover, you guys. In retrospect, like even at the time, this kind of unsure. Like, is it good? I feel like people are gonna skewer me for this take because I think people love this cover. But if we're being like objective and like, he is so defined, right? You can see the cracks in his skin. Super defined image of Rocky down here. Look at the wrinkles in his nose here. But then up here, this image, the Yams part, whatever this is, it's all smoothed out. Like who did all the smoothing? And then it's like smoothed out around his fingers, but not perfectly. See, it kind of like blends onto his fingernail here. And then down here, the blending into the tips of his fingers, they just kind of like disappear. It's a bad Photoshop work. This is bad Photoshop work. The blending and it's like the hard cut on the blends I don't know, you guys. This is a bad album cover. Can we agree on that? Is that going to get me skewered? Is that going to get me in trouble? That take? I mean, come on. I don't have much more to say about it. I just thought this is, one of those things that kind of been on my mind the last 9 years. And I never really expressed it. And when I zoom out, everything I just mentioned about the hard cut blurs, it's even worse when you take a step back and look at it. This didn't need to be all blurred. It just doesn't make sense visually. I guess it's like I said, he's pulling off a mask. So if this is like a mask, it's like a plastic rubber mask. I guess sure, but they don't really. It's not convincing me that it's a mask. Like it just doesn't look very convincing. Fantastic album though. Don't get me wrong. Amazing album. I love it. Love this album. Album cover, not so hot when you really break it down. It's kind of cool, like when you glance at it, it's memorable, that's for sure. Definitely memorable with the birthmark on the the Yams callback. And I do love how defined and crisp the bottom half of the image is. I wish that was carried up. If this had, you see this texture right here under the eye, they would have kept the same freckled texture and not smoothed it out. I think it would have made for a better looking image, but that's my 2 cents on that. Very random, I know. Very random, but important. We got to get to the bottom of these things. These are important discussions we have to have, and this is where we have them on Scratched Up Live, quarter-day recordings.